white, Latino, young people all over the country, do they understand the intricacies of how these new voting laws impact the voting rights of all American citizens?
I think, Rip Sharp, what you raise is an excellent perspective, and that is, do we have in this generation, in this era, the growing hope, if you will, that is necessary to make sure that this concerted attack on the hard-won gains of the 50s and 60s is not rolled back? But there is another generation, on my view, that is standing up, of Latinos, Hispanics, and others, joining with the African-American and progressive communities to fight against what we know is a concerted attack.
This is Georgia's current vote ID law. If someone goes to the polls and doesn't have a valid ID, that person will vote on a provisional ballot and has to return within 3 days to show a valid ID. The demographics in Georgia are rapidly changing. Take a look at this. Georgia's percentage of eligible African-American voters is more than double the national average, 30% in Georgia to 12% nationwide. In your opinion, is this why Georgia's ground zero for a lot of these voter suppression laws?
What the right has figured out that we on the left still have to figure out, and that is, the more we open up ballot access, the more people that go to the polls and vote, the more progressive, liberal, and democratic candidates that are elected. That's what this whole fight is about. It's about denying the basic and fundamental right to ballot access because of the greed and power grabbing we see on the far right.
But these are people that claim to be patriots, that claim to stand for the principles of the country, which is supposed to be a democracy. How can you move to suppress and bring down the number of voters and at the same time claim to be the patriots upholding the principles of democracy?
Rev, it's interesting. Now the whole right is upset and still engaged in this ridiculous conversation about Benghazi. The question we must ask is, how can we say we're promoting democracy and freedom in Benghazi and Iraq and Iran and across the world when we seek to deny the basic right of democracy